We are in Dumbo in Brooklyn. Our office, 20 J Street, Suite 314.
The Trilogy Lacrosse office has been here in Dumbo, which is down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, for the last 8 years. And it's an incredible neighborhood. It overlooks downtown Manhattan. It has a really cool vibe to it, and in the 8 years that we've been here, it has absolutely exploded from being a kind of small, quiet little neighborhood to now one of the hottest tech neighborhoods.
And you walk out, and whether it's an art gallery that's got an event going on, or tech companies that are continuing to kind of push the envelope forward, it's certainly inspirational in terms of what we can do within our business.
There's a strong sort of startup culture here in the office spaces, where it's a lot of the old industrial buildings are now occupied by small companies like ourselves.
So there's a lot of energy to feed off of. It's a beautiful place and definitely something that gets us going in the morning. Trilogy Lacrosse, this is Mitch. How can I help you?
Hey Mitch, how's it going? Dave.
Hey Dave, how's it going? So the office definitely gets a bit hectic as we get towards the summer, between the different apparel and giveaways and equipment coming in and going back out, and then the meetings that take place between sales, marketing, and operations to make sure that everything is going to be smooth when we get on site. There's certainly a buzz as we head into the summer season. But I think for the most part, we do a really good job of collaborating and also respecting each other's space. We're in one giant office here, as you can see, so there's no egos, and that's a big part of it, is we gotta respect each other, but at the same time, we need to lean on each other to make sure that we run the best events possible, and in times of crises or in crunch times, we're able to collaborate with each other and solve problems.
I think what we hope comes across is a real thoughtfulness in terms of kind of every aspect of the event. Really kind of focuses on the three elements of being a successful athlete. Number one is kind of the physical element from a technical standpoint. How do you execute a certain shot, pass, any sort of technical skill? And then there's the intelligence, the IQ of the how and why do things work, understanding where to be. And then the last thing is having a passion for what you do, kind of having energy directed in the right manner. And when you can combine those three things, that's when you really see someone kind of reach their apex.
Planning any event usually starts in advance of a year out from the event, from confirming the facility and then communicating with the facility, and then also with our operations team, coordinating with our sales team to fill the event, and then also when someone signed up for an event, whether it's an individual or a club team or a high school team, our operations team communicating with them with all the pre-event communication. Our goal is quality of the event, not the quantity, not how many teams we can bring in, but what quality of experience we can provide to everyone who's attending. And we really are trying to run high-level professional events in the lacrosse space and really push the envelope in terms of what defines a top quality lacrosse tournament.
The Lax Breakfast Club was founded probably about a year and a half ago. I'll give credit to Dave Madeira as being the first one to come in and be crazy enough to jump in with my morning workouts and push me a little bit. And then Craig Bunker, who plays with me on the Boston Cannons. We've had a good time with it, but typically it's once a week. We'll meet up at 6 a.m. on the turf in Brooklyn, get our stick work in, get some agilities in, usually finish up with a nice sprint series. That's always fun, and sometimes a guy has an idea for a sprint workout. Sometimes we do a workout that Bunker brings to the table, and sometimes Dave brings something from Brown. So it's great because we get to push each other, the camaraderie, and then the best part is at the end we all go back to my apartment, which is right next to the turf, and my wife makes us incredible breakfast. And so that really that is the icing on the cake, and then by 8 a.m. you're ready to start your day, and you've already done a good chunk of work. These days in the office we're doing a lot and the time can get away, and so getting everyone together after work can be tricky. So a big part of it is if we knock it out in the morning, you've at least started your day with a good hard grind, and that mentality of I'm up, I'm outworking my opponent. So having those two things, I think, really sets the stage for a successful day, and having it on Wednesday for a successful week. And it's something to look forward to. We go to bed a little bit nervous on Tuesday night about what's going to come in the morning, but come Wednesday when we're eating that breakfast, that is a vibe that you don't get to have once you get out of college, that everyday touch and kind of the camaraderie. So being able to replicate that even for one day a week is something that's special for us, and it's been really cool to get different guys in the loop. Another great perk about being here in Dumbo is that right across the river is the Under Armour brand house. So I'm gonna go get stocked up for the summer.
With Under Armour, their goal of making all athletes better, we couldn't be more aligned. I think that's the thing that kind of jumps out, is that alignment and their dedication from an equipment standpoint, from an apparel standpoint, of just continuing to push the envelope. Being from Baltimore, I remember when it first came out. Just to see the company and the product grow and evolve is inspirational. And so the opportunity for us to work with a brand that we've seen from a personal standpoint just evolve, it made complete sense. And that branding, that's what we want to do on the educational side and the training side and the event side. We want to run the best training events, we want to run the best lacrosse events. We strive to be the best in perfection, and understand that we're going to have some hiccups along the way and make some mistakes, and how do we learn from them and continue to get better. So I thought it was important that we all got together tonight, kind of heading into the summertime, just to really take a moment to reflect. We've all put in a tremendous amount of work over the last year, and with the summer, our 12th, it speaks volumes about where we've been and where we're going. Trust each other, trust everything that we've built. So excited about what we're about to dive into, and there's going to be some incredible moments and so many highs, and that's why we do this, and that's why we've gotten to our 12th summer, and that's why we're going to continue to succeed. So to that, I'll just make sure that we're all on the same page. A little clink clink. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, looking forward to another great year. Let's go coach some kids!
At ACES, there's 4 2017-2018 teams. Each are coached by 2 college coaches.
We play a lot of lacrosse here. There's about 3 sessions a day with film breakdown and classroom sessions.
So we wanted to provide a lot of different features, a lot of different elements that kids could come away saying, whether or not the best school or the worst school saw me, I got something that I'm going to take away and feel really good about.